Hi guys, it's been a minute since I've been on. I hope all is well with you. I'm out doing my deliveries. So I just had, a little something going, right? So I'm doing my deliveries and I drops my deliveries off to like this rooming house. Now this is my first time going to this rooming house, and so I get there, I ring the bell, and a woman answers the door, and then I didn't know who she was, so I introduced myself. I say, hi, I'm from so and so, and I'm delivering the pharmacy or whatever. And I was asking, and she looked at like she was like a client. So I was like, are you the one who I have to give the orders to, because I'm from the pharmacy and I have to give it to a staff. And then she's like, who are you here for? And I'm like, I'm here for the clients. I got a pharmacy delivery. And so the pharmacy doesn't have, we have a tablet, and the pharmacy doesn't always have the tablet in order of the people's names. So I was like, okay, hold on, wait a minute, let me check. So I'm checking the two clients that I had to have her sign for. And then I said, oh, it's for XYZ. And she's like, oh, okay. So I'm like, are you the person? And she's like, yeah, looking at me, and she's really giving me an attitude. And I'm like, looking like, girl, I've never been here before. I don't know you. You don't know me. So I'm not familiar with who you are, or and vice versa, right? So she's signing the tablet. And then I'm like, okay then. And then she's like, thank you, have a nice day. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, have a nice day too. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then I left. And then I'm like, what? And I'm just saying, it's sad. It saddens me. It really does. It irks my soul to the core when it's one of my own, because it's one of my damn own. It's my same skin folk, and I don't understand why it feels like our kind is always the one that's wanting to like give each other a hard time. Like, why we can't just get along? Why we can't just show love and respect? I'm a cheerful, uppity person majority of the times, and I'm always pleasant when I go to people's homes. I always introduce myself, say who I am, say where I'm from, and all of that, so that people, especially people who, again, I'm unfamiliar with, and this is my first time dealing with them, until we get acclimated, I'm always professional and pleasant. So when she was giving me a snappity, and then the way she opened the door, she like bust the door wide open, like, who are you? And I'm like, woo, and I was like, looking at her, and I was being pleasant. And then she was like, oh, well, who you here to see? And then I was like, oh, I said, I'm here from the pharmacy. So I got a little, I'm not gonna front, I got a little razzle dazzle or two, because it was like, what's the problem? I'm here. You heard me say I'm from the pharmacy and all of that. I introduced myself so you would know who I am. And she was like, well, and I'm like, girl, that is not how you operate. That's not how you answer the door. That's not how you greet yourself. That's not how you introduce yourself. That's not how you approach anyone. And I'm like, whoa, it's so sad. It is so sad. It is really the most irking thing that I experience. And it's a lot of the times with my own kind, a lot of the time. And it's just so unfortunate and so sad. And it just makes us look bad. It's like we can't never get along. We're never gonna succeed in this way as a people, with this type of disposition, with this type of negative attitude, with this type of nastiness. I'm not nasty with people. I'm not nasty with anyone. I'm pleasant with everyone I come across. I'm pleasant with everyone I come across. I'm always cheerful. I'm always, in a good uppity mood. Like I said, I rarely, have an attitude. Rarely, and if I do, I usually try to keep it to myself. But I'm just like, people, like, get it together. Like, life is too short. I don't want to be walking around angry, mad, snapping on people, getting nasty, having an attitude. Like, I can't be like that. And what that is? That's called spiritual sickness. Because as I was reading my word on today, that is spiritual sickness. That is spiritual sickness. And one of the Beattitudes, that the Lord wants us to operate and abide by is, I was reading it today. One of them is, we have to be humble. We have to admit that, we need help. We are a broken people. We're broken. The world is broken. The world is corrupt. The world is, messed up, wicked, and filled with a lot of broken people. We are broken, and because once sin entered into the world, it broke us. So, when I was reading that, I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. That's true, and I can see it. And then today, boom. And one of the Beattitudes is you have to have humility. And again, it was no need for her to answer the door like that. She busted the door wide open, and she was snappy. And I'm like, wait a minute, listen, I did not come for this. I did not come for this, and I held my composure, but I did let her know, like, girl, I'm here from the pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I approached you and addressed that when I first came here. So, I was just like, we got to be humble. Like Kendrick Lamar. I'm sure everybody's having this hype about the Kendrick Lamar halftime, right? Be humble. That's a beatitude, that you should have according to the Lord. That is one of them, because we as a people need help. We do. We need a spiritual help. And a lot of people are spiritually sick. They are spiritually sick. Pride puffeth them up. And that's what happened. And I'm like, whoa, girl, yeah, no, I ain't the one. But I handled myself with, dignity and decency. I was humble. Because I could have snapped on her and went off, but I didn't. But I'm just like, whoa, whew. So I just wanted to say, we got to be humble. We got to do better, as a people, no matter what color your skin is. But I'm just saying, my skin folk is like, it seems like it's always something with them. And I'm just like, it just saddens me. It just breaks my heart. It's disappointing, very disappointing. Very disappointing. I know nobody's perfect. No one's perfect or whatever. And we all got issues and things going on with us that people may not know about, but still. Your attitude, woof. If you have a sucky attitude, you will not get far. You will not get far. Believe that. I don't care what you do, who you are, whatever. If your attitude ain't great, you're not going to get far. Your attitude is what carries you, and it's part of your character. If you're not behaving right, ooh, yeah, you ain't going to get far. But yes, it is cold out here. I'm doing these deliveries. The snow, it looks like it wants to snow. It's going to snow a little bit tonight, but it's looking like it's trying to snow now. And I'm like, let me get in the house first so I can get out of this weather. But anyways, I got some great things in store coming for you guys. That's kind of why you haven't seen from me and heard from me in a minute, but I'm getting back on my grind. But I hope and pray you have a blessed day. Be humble. Be humble. Get your spirit in alignment with the Most High God. Read a book or something, okay? But have a great, happy spirit, because that's exactly what it is. When you're spiritually dead, when your spirit is sick, ooh, wow, yeah, you're not gonna get. Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah. See, the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. But anyways, I gotta go because I'm at my client's house and I have to deliver these, prescriptions. So I hope and pray you have a blessed day. And if you don't you dare go out and mess up somebody else's day. Don't you dare go and mess up nobody else's day. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a blessed day, okay? And be humble. Don't forget to be humble.